How are you lovely people doing today? My name is John. Welcome to the final episode of the entire Exo Zombies Storyline Explained, where, as you might guess, I explain the entire Exo Zombies Storyline. We started from Riot and we worked our way all the way over to Descent, explaining every little detail there is in the Exo Zombies storyline. Things are finally coming to a conclusion. At the end of the last episode, Oz was emerging from the shadows and confronting our team, and this is where Carrier ends and Descent begins.
The Atlas infection blazed like a firestorm across the Western Hemisphere, consuming everyone and everything in its path. And I was the match those fucks had used to start it. I just couldn't remember any of it till now.
Shit! This place is coming apart! Take him down!
But you can't stop being what you truly are.
Come on! Go, go, go!
Even if it's a monster.
Ha! We were lucky. Lucky? Take a good look at us. Look, if we survive, chances are Oz did too. We gotta be sure.
So what happens if we find him?
I think we all know the answer to that one, though.
We picked up some close chatter. We think it's an Atlas black site. We start there.
Atlas had always posed as the savior of mankind, while constructing some of the most horrific and lethal weapons to exterminate it, all for cold, hard cash. The only difference being, this weapon came home.
One of the big things to note in this cutscene is the context that Oz gives very early on. He mentions that the infection has been spreading across the Western Hemisphere rapidly, so this infection is becoming quite the pandemic. This is no longer a problem localized to Atlas facilities that have gone awry. This is a problem that is hitting the general public. Civilians are being turned into zombies. This is also one of the first few times it's directly stated that Oz was the source of the infection, and because he said he was coming home, we can learn that the Trident Retreat was the place that Atlas tested on Oz and turned him into the monster he had became. You see, while the Trident Retreat was a retreat/resort people could go to, Atlas had also turned it into a research facility. The team had rightfully assumed that Oz would be going to the retreat, so that is where they headed. Oz had actually beaten them there and started to wreak havoc over the facility. Eventually, he was able to gain access to all of the facility's systems and power. Once they arrived, Oz quickly made his presence known. He teleported the team to where he was and began taunting them with hazards and traps. Oz, when messing around with the buttons, accidentally teleported the team back to where they once were. The squad then spent the next few rounds surviving in the facility. Eventually, Oz teleports them back to his location again. Oz is now behind this glass control panel, and now he has mastered the controls. Oz throws a series of traps and zombies at the team in an effort to kill them. Eventually, he is defeated and the team is teleported back to the retreat. The crew then continues what they were doing and fighting for survival through the Trident facility. Oz's voice can be heard over the intercom, and it's becoming deeper and deeper as they play through the map. Oz has now completely transformed into a zombie, and he teleports the crew back into the arena for a final showdown. For some reason, though, he's larger and stronger and more powerful than any zombie we had ever seen before. We're not sure why this was the case, but he is now monstrous and is going to take a lot of ammo to kill. Our team was able to weaken him by using the decontamination zones, and slowly they defeated Oz. With Oz now dead, the descent is over and the outro rolls in.
So this is it. End of the line. It's better this way. I am what I am. And what I need to be is deleted from this world. Say goodbye to Big Bad Oz.
Wait. I'll do it.
Besides, there's only room for one monster in this world.
Atlas will pay for what they did to you, Oz.
And it had better watch its fucking ass. Lennox got promoted to lieutenant colonel for eradicating the source of the Atlas infection. He remains a total dick to this day. But I have to credit Lennox for pulling some strings and getting Decker admitted into Sentinel. Decker finally got his chance to be a proper soldier. He now fights on the front line against his former employer. Tired of the grime and the guns, Khan took up the fight against Atlas the best way he knew how, by suing them. The evidence he has amassed for his case is both substantial and damning. Of course, he had a little help from a former Atlas IT employee turned hacktivist. Atlas may stack the jury in their favor, but my bet is Lilith will serve her own brand of justice once she empties all their bank accounts. I still fucking hate the Atlas Corporation.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the entire Exo Zombies storyline, from Riot all the way over to Descent. It's a pretty happy ending, except, well, for one thing. There are millions of Oz clones underneath the Trident facility that Sentinel is completely unaware of. Now, what Atlas plans with these clones has yet to be revealed, but I'm sure we'll explore it more during Sledgehammer's next Call of Duty installment. I should, though, briefly touch on the Descent Easter egg. The Easter egg requires you to solve a series of challenges created by Oz. It ends with you entering a memory of Oz in which Oz and then our three original characters fight zombies around the Outbreak bus. Lennox isn't involved in this memory. This also creates an alternate ending for Outbreak in which you are rescued at the end of the Easter egg. The storyline implications have yet to be revealed, although, like I said, just like the Oz clones, I'm sure we'll learn more about it as we get some more Exo Zombie maps. For now, though, Sledgehammer has set up some loose ends to be able to be explored in their next installment, and we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. If you guys enjoyed this video or this series, maybe give it a like, that would be fantastic. Possibly subscribe, I would really appreciate that. I do a bunch of videos pertaining to zombies and Exo Zombies and the storyline, so if any of this sounds interesting to you, maybe subscribe. I'm sure you won't regret it. Have a great day, and bye.